For so long, I struggled to find successful love. I wanted to love and be loved, but it seemed so hard to find. Maybe you're like I was, looking for love in all the wrong places. Well, as a love coach, I've helped hundreds discover self-love and achieve healthy relationships. Now it's your turn. In my new book, Successful Love, I'll show you how to navigate the 6 phases of love's journey so you find the love of your life. Whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, engaged, married, or divorced, I'll remind you that you deserve the love you seek. So get a copy of my new book now and find successful love. Hey, thank you everybody for coming in, and thank you for joining on this book release party. I'm so excited to be with you. I'm Byron, Jamal, your love coach, and I am excited because today, not only am I releasing my book, but I also have some amazing people on to talk about it. So I look forward to diving in. Let's go ahead and get started talking about who's with us today. Let me tell you, I got the amazing Dr. Felicia Phillips. She is the Mogul Khan. I'm telling you, she got that thing on lock. If you need help with your business, she is the one to go to. I also have the amazing April Parker Jones. She's on all the hit shows you want to watch. I'm telling you, Supergirl is probably one of my favorite shows ever. To see a strong black lead on there is amazing. Also, I got my brother, Hey Mikey. Michael Fanning is on with us. He is the dynamic editor on Control Magazine, but he also has his own thing that he does with HeyMikeyATL. So you got to check out his page for the hottest news. If you also want some news, I'm telling you, Quentin Harris is the one to go to. Quentin will tell you like it is. Hello. So we're going to go ahead and talk about a little bit about the book. So I wrote this book, Successful Love, and the whole point of it was that I was in a situation in my life where I was trying to find love, and I realized it was so hard to find. Look, the first place you got to look is within yourself. I was trying so hard to find it everywhere external of me. Yes, everywhere external of me, and it was actually right inside of me the whole time. So the very first chapter is learning how to use 7 tools to be able to attract the love you want. And it goes in from there, addressing all of the 6 phases of love: singleness, dating, relationships, engagement, marriage, and divorce. And as you deal with those things and as you journey through them, you realize there is no achievement. There is no stopping point. It is a journey. And so it's navigating love's journey and allowing you to find peace and fulfillment all along the way. I'm excited to share this new book with everybody. It's been a journey of love to write it, and I'm just glad to share it. As we go on in our show today, I'm excited because I am going to have on, I'm going to bring in the ladies, and let's talk a little bit about what we're doing in our marriage phase. Just to let you know who I have today, let me get right. Just to let you know who we have today, we have the amazing April Parker Jones. I mentioned her. She's coming on. She's on TV, so you'll be glad to see her. Also, you have Dr. Felicia Phillips, but you also have my girl, Syndy. When I first met her, I kept saying Sydney, and I know she gets that all the time, but that is not her name, okay? That is not her name. Syndy is coming on to an amazing relationship coach. I want to read this small piece before I bring them in, and it's from the marriage phase. It's on the 4 sides of a healthy marriage, and side 4 is probably my favorite. It's about laughing. So I'll read just a small snippet, then I'll bring them in and we'll talk a little bit, all right? It says, laughter might seem like a little thing, but it's huge when it comes to maintaining marriages. Think about it. How often have you heard someone say, "He makes me laugh," when describing a new love? The same applies to marriages. If you lose your ability to laugh with your partner, the excitement for the relationship can fade fast. Here's where you ask, but what if I'm too upset to laugh? I know I've been there. I ask, Why are you willing to protect your anger more than your marriage? Well, while it's nice to imagine love is rainbows and roses forever, the reality is that every relationship has ups and downs. If you want to work, if you really want it to work, you have to work it. And I'm telling you, laughing together can bring you closer to your partner, even when times are tough. The very act of laughing triggers endorphins, which helps you feel happy, peaceful, and secure. So allow laughter to be a spark of healing for your mind as it mends your relationships. I'm gonna bring these lovely ladies in. Again, I got the amazing Sydney coming in with me. Come on in, Sydney. Good to see you, darling. How you doing?
You're going to call me Cindy now.
I know, right? Sydney, I got it right now. April's coming in to join us. Hey, April.
Get them right, Cindy, honey.
And Dr. Phillips is joining as well.
Hi. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Doctor.
Good.
So thank you so much. You took some time and you reviewed the book. I'm going to actually get off the screen for a minute and just let y'all talk casually amongst yourselves about the book. I'm going to let it be as organic as possible. And I'll chime back in. And yes, it's ladies' night tonight. Allow you to talk a little bit. You're all married. You're in healthy relationships. Truly the epitome of what I think of successful love. So I'd love to just hear you all talk about the book amongst each other and share your thoughts with the viewers. Tell them why it's so good. All right, I'll leave that part out.
I love that. First of all, Byron, you have some amazing, beautiful ladies on your panel today. I just want you to know that. I know. Okay.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. Hey, ladies, April.
Hello.
And Dr. Phillips. It's so great to meet just wonderful boss ladies at any time that I can. I love that. I've been in Atlanta since '99. I am married 10 years this year with my husband, 2 children, ages 8, almost 9, and 10. I am a divorcee. Was married young. At the age of 22, I'll be 39 this year. At the age of 22, it lasted all of 2 years. And so, married quick, divorced quick. And one of my things that I say is marriage requires backbone. And I truly believe that. I even though, during that time, I felt like, I was trying to be perfect and do everything right, et cetera, et cetera. But really what it comes down to is just having the backbone to know that you're choosing the right partner, first of all. And then also in that, knowing how to navigate different personalities and have a great dance together. So what I love about Byron's book, I love the phases of relationships, first of all. And what he talked about in terms of laughter, I got to have it. Yeah. What about you guys?
Important.
Oh my gosh, I'll just have to chime in because, well, first of all, I've been here in Georgia since 2015. I've been married we just celebrated 13 years at the end of June.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. My first marriage, and let me just say, I never thought that I would be married this long or married, period. I like to consider myself this free spirit, this kind of flower.
Are you a Sagittarius?
Not a Sagittarius, but
okay.
Just the artist in me never saw myself being married this long. But I'm going to tell you that Byron really laid it out really simple for me, and it's so simple to the fact that I even shared with my husband last night, the 4 L's. So that of course the laughing, the learning, the listening, and help me with the last L, ladies. Laughing, learning, listening. Byron, what you at? Laughing, learning, listening, loving.
Yeah, I was going to say I thought it was loving, but it's. I thought I was just being too simple-minded.
Right. You got it.
It's the simplicity of the 4 L's that he laid out, and I go, this is it. We overcomplicate things sometimes, but sometimes you just got to tear everything off and get back to the simple core of things, which is loving, living, learning, and laughter. And I tell you that laughter. You really want to think about laughter being such a key component to marriage, but when he pointed it out in the book, I go, yeah, it's sort of like a free drug.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, me and Byron joked on our, we did an IG live, and he goes, so April, how do you keep your marriage together? I go, Hennessy. But then
Right.
I really don't keep my marriage together with Hennessy. We really do keep it together with laughter and learning and listening to each other, and of course loving. So Byron, thank you for being so intentional about being simple with this book. It's certainly helped my marriage to last for 13 years.
Absolutely.
I love it. April, good to see you again.
You too.
Cindy, nice to
Thank you. Thank you, y'all. All my life I had to fight with my name.
Hey, not tonight, right? Not tonight. We got it. Not tonight. I'll tell you, I enjoyed this book for a couple reasons. One, it's a reason why they say laughter is good for the soul, right? And what I love about my husband and I, now we've known each other since we were 6 years old.
Wow.
And yeah. But you know how you know someone, you grow up with them. We grew up in the church together, went to school together, never dated.
Wow.
Never dated. I didn't even know that this guy had feelings for me until we're both about to turn 40 and we go out on our first date. Okay.
Wow.
So I guess I just told on myself because we've been married 10 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Both
Wonderful.
of our second marriage, right?
Okay.
Now, here's the funny thing. After my first divorce, I thought, I'm never doing this again, right?
Yes.
And I honestly had made peace with, hey, I'm just going to date and I'm okay with that. But the truth is, when you're honest with yourself, you're not okay with that. Who really wants to be alone? We all have a need to be loved. And so I was with a girlfriend and she said, you know why you keep dating? You're like a professional dater. Just because you don't know what you want. She's like, you're this boss, you control things when it comes to business, but when it comes to your relationship, you haven't sat down and written out what it is that you want. So I took a weekend. You all 3 pages later, right? I've written down what I wanted. I prayed over it, folded it, put it in the Bible, walked away from it. Month later, true story, I'm online. My sister says, you need to get on Facebook. All your friends are asking me where you are, blah, blah. I get on. And so he pops up, and I'm going to tell you this really quick. He said when he got the request, and it's a reason I'm sharing this, he said he just turned the phone over. Because what I didn't know that this man had been having feelings for me all these many years.
Wow.
Why do you think that you didn't notice?
I just didn't. I think that I'm always on the move, never taking time to slow down, right? And just kind of being in my own world. I'm going to be honest about it,
Yeah.
And I didn't notice, and he didn't make a move either, okay? I'm like, dude, why didn't you say anything? And he said, because you've always been that person, like you're involved in everything, and I just didn't think that I would fit into your world. And let me tell you something, although we may be opposites, love brought us together.
Amen.
And love is what holds us together.
Amen.
And I love that the book uses a combination of scripture and logic.
Yes.
Right?
Love
that part. Love
That's
that.
what I love about it.
I definitely noticed that. I definitely love that, because we can always use the Bible as a resource, as a source to go back to. I know one of the biggest things that I learned comparing my first marriage to this one is to be authentically whoever you are, so that whomever is that you're coming in together with, you're not trying to be someone else in order for the marriage to work.
Yeah.
And that was key to me. I remember my first marriage. What attracted him to me was not what he wanted the world to see. Anyone who's known me, I'm very driven, very independent, even though I have a lot of traditional tendencies. But I always try to be perfect, cook, clean, work, have sex when he says, all of that kind of stuff, and just be like, whatever it is that you like. Not quite to that extent, but to that point where you just try to be everything, but we cannot be. We can only be who we are. And you got to like that and love that by itself. If I never evolve into anyone else, you got to love that and like that. And the same, for him. And what I learned is I could not keep that up, long term. And as I began to emerge, then the more he tried to suppress that, in various ways. And what I love about my marriage now is we don't try to change each other. I don't try to change him. He doesn't try to change me. We embrace each other as we are. And if we evolve and grow, that's just icing on the cake.
That is such a good point. Let me tell you, one of the lines that actually immediately came up when I was listening to all of you is that compromise can't trump compatibility. If you are just naturally fitting one another, it just works. If you want your partner to be who they are, then it just makes it so much easier that you just appreciate them for who they are and not for what you want them to be. I really have learned over time. So I thank you for sharing that, Syndy. Look, I did it. Yes.
You did. Hey.
You all are highly respect. I truly highly respect you and your opinions and your thoughts, and I appreciate your willingness to even engage this book and really use it as something that could help you. I looked at your comments and your reviews, and it just made my heart glow. So hopefully you did walk away with something that left an impression on you and really created a solid foundation or help to keep the foundation solid in your own relationships. Thank y'all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Y'all are amazing, by the way. And so everybody follow all of them who are watching and who will watch this back. You all are brilliant. Stay in touch. Let's all get together when this is all over, right?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Y'all are absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We need you. The world needs you so much.
Right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And we'll be back on talking to you in a little bit, all right?
Okay. Sing today, but I'm gonna sing today.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna do Aretha Franklin, Natural Woman, because I didn't get any of my original music together, but I just want to bless y'all. Okay.
Thank you. We'll take it.
All right. Let's get this going. Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, life made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, but you're the key to my peace of mind. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Now when my soul was in the lost and found, oh, you came along to claim me. No, I didn't know just what was wrong with me. Till your kid helped me know. Now I'm no longer doubtful on what I'm living for. And if I make you happy, I don't need to know more. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, what you done to me, yeah. You make me feel so good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, Thank you.
Oh my Lord. That was just right. I mean, bravo. You have been
Thank you.
Yes, I'm not gonna do a whole interview because it's not. But that was. Yes, everybody was clapping backstage. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That was really good. That was like the right song. So I mean,
I know. I was like, let me find something that love and just. Yes, thank you.
It fit. So thank you. I appreciate you when we interviewed about a month or so back. You struck me as a very focused person, and I appreciate you. Your talent is impeccable, and your drive is like 100. So much success. Thank you for being a part of this, and continue to keep doing great things.
Thank you, and congratulations. I'm going to get a book. I'm going to get a book now. Hold me to it. I'm definitely going to support.
You were on today. You did this. I appreciate it. So I'll get you one. Don't worry about it. I thank you.
Thank you.
Day, all right? Take care.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, y'all. Woo! So I gotta get used to this. I'm sorry, y'all. This piece right here. Good God. Hallelujah. That was great. Thank you, Nika, for that. Y'all, thank you so much for staying tuned and being on the show. I'm excited. I'm just gonna do a small reading up next of my intro. And actually, so my team, let me tell you a little bit about this, why I'm doing this. So my team was looking through the book, and I asked them to point out some things. Go team, Topps PR firm, by the way, amazing team. Everybody who has had to work with them knows they are dynamic and amazing. So I appreciate them so much. So I'm going to read a little bit. Well, I asked them what was going to be the best thing in order for me to read today. And they actually pulled out a few things. One of them was the forward and the other was the intro. I'm not reading the whole thing, don't worry. But I do want to read a little bit. It gives a little insight as to why I really wrote the book. In the forward, it reads, a couple of things inspired me to write this book. First, I'm a love coach, and my passion is helping ordinary people find extraordinary love in their lives. Many of my clients are single and not entirely happy about it. It's very fulfilling to help them overcome that. And while I love helping people one-on-one and in small group coaching sessions, I realized I could help more people by writing a book. My second inspiration is that I've been there in the not so distant past, and I did the work to change it. It took me a while to understand how to walk my love journey, but I started figuring out more with each step forward. After 5.5 years in the single phase, I unexpectedly found love at a group brunch. In the introduction, there I was, sitting in my seminary dorm room sobbing. Yes, I was a grown man crying. And up until then, it was the most authentic moment I had with myself. Why was I crying, you ask? Like many people in the world, I knew I wanted more love in my life, but I didn't know how or where to start. In my heart, I knew that love was the greatest part of being human. Maybe I didn't feel completely human. As a young child, I knew I liked both boys and girls. I felt like an alien or a demon, if the church was telling my story. Here I was as a black boy at a predominantly white school, trying to make amends with my sexuality, spirituality, and race. I wanted to love myself like the white girls who prayed so fervently for the less fortunate. I desired the confidence and clarity to love myself like the white boys who seemed to have no cares in the world. I just wanted to love and be loved. And while my story is unique to me, that feeling is as old as time. Those are from my forward and introduction. Just wanted to share those with you because I know that many of you out there are going through some of the same things, trying to figure out how to love yourself and then try to balance your life, trying to love someone else and be loved by someone else. So I'm so glad that I was able to share this thought with you, really my life with you through this book, and that many of you are able to receive that love in turn. Coming up next, I have some amazing brothers coming on as we talk about the single phase of love. Talked about the marriage phase with our lovely ladies, and now I got some brothers coming on to talk about singleness. Singleness is not a problem to be solved, but a blank canvas to create a masterpiece. Isn't that nice? Man, I'm so glad that you were able to join in today. Thank you for being a part. I know we're all getting used to this whole online everything, interviewing and everything else.
Yes.
So thank you for joining. Tell everybody a little bit about what you do, and I'm gonna bring in you.
First off, let me throw my she's like all everywhere at the moment. But pretty much, I'm an executive editor at Control Magazine, and I also do media work on HeyMikeyATL.com. So I have a pretty popular blog that's centered right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, you do.
And I talk about current events, hot topics, news, LGBT issues, and just a host of things. I love to write. I've been writing since I was 9 years old, and soon enough I have my own book party. So
I love that. Awesome. Thank you, brother, for being on. I'm gonna bring in Q, my brother Q in the streets. Hey, brother.
Hi, how's it going?
Good to have you, brother.
First of all, you guys got me partnered with Hey Mikey. I'm ready to go home already.
That's how you feel? That's how you feel?
How's it going? I miss you.
I miss you too.
Byron. Congratulations on tonight.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to have y'all on. Like, this is so amazing for me. I'm so glad that y'all are a part of this. So tell everybody what you do, Quentin, so they can know about you a little bit more.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you guys so much for having me. To you, the PR firm, I appreciate the corresponding back and forth. It has been incredible all day. Shout out to the ladies who came on before us. April Parker Jones from Tyler Perry. Should I go any further? You have a doctor on. But anyways, my name is Q Harris. I am I'm a two-time author now. So Byron, I know how much work it put into your book. So definitely congratulations on tonight. I'm also a first of all, two-time author, new executive producer of Chasing LA in LA. I just left Atlanta, where I had a radio show, Q in the Streets, is how I know Mikey. So I'm excited about that. And so enough about me. Let's get into your book tonight.
Let's talk about it. What for you and Mike? I'm gonna do something similar like I did with the ladies. I'm gonna let y'all talk a little bit, but since I'm a brother too, I'll jump back in a little earlier.
I'm about to say, why don't you stay on?
I'm gonna jump back on. I'll let y'all get those face in your first, and but go ahead and just tell me about your experience with the book. Go for it.
Well, for me, first, I completely related to the book, especially when he was talking about singleness is a curse. For me, being single has never been something that I just chose to be like, okay, you know what? I'm comfortable with it. I'm gonna be okay with it. I always thought that I needed to be in a relationship or be dating to feel like I was something, to feel like I was wanted, to feel like I was attractive, because growing up, that's just not how I felt. I used to be 390 pounds. I was 5'7", and nobody was looking my way, but I always saw everybody else in relationships, and I'm just like, well, you know, when's it my turn? I felt a little maidish with it. So that part I definitely agreed with. When it got to the point where he said singleness is a good time for you to take time to get to know yourself and love yourself, I agree with that, because now that I'm older, I kind of enjoy the time that I have for myself. I enjoy getting to know myself better. I enjoy getting to love myself, finding things I like to do, and most of all, and most importantly, in my single phase, learning what I will and won't tolerate. I learned that a lot. What about you, Key? What have you learned from it?
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that. I definitely feel that during your single time is your time to learn yourself. And Byron, first of all, again, I want to thank you for creating this book, not only just for, creating for everybody to find successful love, which you have found, but I connect with you, Byron, and the reason that this book is so needed is because, one, I am Christian, two, I am a part of the LGBT family. So, for you to be so open and then, revert back to scriptures to bring back logic around the love, I feel that you're taking a bold movement, and that's why I connect with you and appreciate you. But also, when it comes down to being single, I just wanted to say, I feel that when you're single, you have time to find yourself and you have time to learn who you are. And I definitely agree with Mikey that, we see everybody, especially in our field, You know, we see everybody else in these amazing, successful relationships, and you wonder when it will be your time. But I feel that if you learn yourself while you're single, that when it's time, because I definitely agree with April Parker Jones earlier, that love is so unexpected that it's going to come out of nowhere that you're not going to be looking for it. And so when the time comes, you want to be ready, because, you know, love is not, it's like an opportunity. It's going to take another, 5 to 10 years for it to successfully come back around.
But you know what, though? I'm always find myself asking, you know, they say you have to not look for love, but at the same time, they also say that you have to put yourself out there. So which is it? Is it to wait, or is it to be actively looking at the same time? Or is it a mix of them?
So I guess for me, it's not about waiting or to actively be out there, I guess, because for me, when I was in Atlanta, I was so focused on my career, and I was moving. And so now that I think that I do have time for a relationship, I just want it to naturally find me. You know, I just want it to be natural. I don't feel like I want to have to I'm not going to say actively go out there, because I know that you have to put yourself in a position for you to be found. But I think I do that. You know, I just feel that this season where I am in my life is on my terms and how I want it. I feel like I always allow people to make that call for me. And to be honest, I was never ready.
You know, that's the whole point about phases, is in your single phase, actively looking is not what you're doing. If you are looking, you're in the dating phase. That's the whole point. Is singleness is solely about self. Singleness is selfishness. It is the ability to focus on self. It is not feeling bad about focusing on you. The moment you step into the dating phase and begin that love journey forward into the other phases, you always have to consider other people at every other phase. So singleness is the only time that you really get to focus on yourself and not feel bad about it. That is why it's so important to use that time wisely, because that time is the time that you have to figure out what you want, to figure out who you are, to figure out what your standards are, to figure out your values, to figure out your morals. These are not things you want to be figuring out in a relationship. These are things you want to have discovered in your single phase. So not really, once you're looking, you're in the dating phase. Even if you're not dating anyone, you are in the dating phase, because you're now open to the reality of dating. And that's why it's important to be so clear about what phase you're in, because if you're not clear about it, you will feel bad about being single and in the single phase. But if you know that that's where you need to be and that's the healthiest space for you, then it makes sense to be there.
So, Mikey, are we waiting or are we actively looking?
For me, I think it's a mixture of both. I think I'm open to it, finally, because before I think I was completely closed off to it. But at the same time, I'm trying to put myself in positions to meet the person I'm supposed to be with. Like actually go out, or maybe let me be open to going on a date or going on an app. But I'm just trying to find love in the right places this time around, and not the wrong ones.
I love that. Well, I'm glad that it helped you. What's another way that it spoke to you both?
So I read somewhere else that love is persistent. And that definitely spoke to me, because I think Maya Angelou says, always be willing to give love a second chance, and always a second chance. And I know it's been some times where it's gotten pretty dark for me, and I've been like, I will never try this again with anybody else on this planet. I'm just gonna go through my life with sin, or being positive, as the kids like to say nowadays. And you know, you take time, you rewind, you heal, and then you put yourself back out there again. So I like that part about love being persistent. So I gotta keep at it. I can't give up.
That's right.
I just can't lose hope.
I'm telling you, brother, one of the things that caught me recently when I was doing an interview, it came to my head, was about love is air. It's like air. You know, it's all around you. It's everywhere. It's in everything. The only reason you would stop breathing is if you hold your breath. The only reason you would stop taking in air is because you literally are stopping yourself from doing it. It's the same thing with love. If you're not getting it in your life, it's because you are cutting off the love. You are cutting it off. A closed heart can never heal. And a closed heart will never feel the love that's around it. And so being open, being vulnerable, being transparent is the best way to allow love to flow into your life. What about you, Q?
I'm going to have to say something that you said earlier. I just want to love and be loved. I really feel like that is that's a statement that I think a lot of us, especially as creators, live by. Like I just want to love and be loved, and it be genuine. And like you said, it was extraordinary. Like when you use words extraordinary concerning love, it's just like, oh, he in love for real. So I feel like when you make statements like that, those are the type of things that kind of wrap my heart up and wrap my mind. And just the wording earlier, like just even like in your foreword, it just makes you want to read the entire book. And just a phrase just like that, I want to be loved. Like, it's just so powerful.
It's real. Because everybody really wants to be loved and in return. You know,
and this tool guide that you've helped, especially again for a person like myself, I feel like it's going to definitely have some success stories come behind this.
I appreciate that, guys. And thank you so much for being willing to be my test subjects here and to put yourself in the book a little bit. As brothers, I respect you, and I really honor you both for who you are and what you do. I mean, you really make bold statements with being strong Black men in our community and showing that Black men who are in the LGBT spectrum can be men and can be strong and can be themselves and be free. So thank you for that, for loving yourselves enough to be that way.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for being an example. We appreciate that. Thank you for being an example.
We need more examples, trust me.
Well, I'm just glad that you're on the right side. Thank y'all. Thank you. And I'll hit y'all up in a little bit, all right?
All right, thanks.
Please.
Bye, guys.
Bye, ladies. See you later, Byron.
Take care, brother. Oh, man, they're amazing. Thank y'all so much for joining in and being a part of that. I got my brother coming in, and then we're going to get ready to close up. But I gotta end this off right with Jamal, and we'll have a closing word. Right before that, though, some of you came on a little later. Just want you to see the book release trailer, and then we'll go right into JAMAR Langley as soon as that's over. All right, so get ready for this. And up next is JAMAR.
For so long, I struggled to find successful love. I wanted to love and be loved, but it seemed so hard to find. Maybe you're like I was, looking for love in all the wrong places. Well, as a love coach, I've helped hundreds discover self-love and achieve healthy relationships. Now it's your turn. In my new book, Successful Love, I'll show you how to navigate the 6 phases of love's journey so you find the love of your life. Whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, engaged, married, or divorced, I'll remind you that you deserve the love you seek. So get a copy of my new book now and find successful love.
I'm ready now. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You better say it. Yes. Go ahead,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
You all ready. Go for it.
Yes, sir. You hear me now. Kick your legs up on the sofa. Talk to me while I rub your shoulder. 'Cause I only got this one mission. Let's give you all my attention. What do you need? Help me serve you back. Rose petals to the back of your neck. See the shadows on the wall. It's a shadow on the wall. And I just wanna make you feel good. I just wanna make you feel good. Oh, yeah. I just wanna make you feel good. Feel good, feel good. Feel good, feel good. I just wanna make you feel good. Take a look at yourself in the mirror. Then see yourself as a boss. Bubble wrap from anything that can be filled up. Let's fill up with love and lost. Get love. And I will be all that you need. Just let me make you feel good. Most matters to the back of the candle. See the shadows on the wall. It's a shadow on the wall. I just wanna make you feel good. Yeah. I just wanna make you feel good. Yeah. I just wanna make you feel good. Feel good, feel good. Feel good, feel good. I just wanna make you feel good. I just wanna make you feel good.
That's what I'm talking
There you go.
about. If you had a concert,
Yes, sir.
I know what would be happening right now. I can see the panties being thrown at the stage. Go ahead.
Come on here. Bring them on down.
Jamal, tell everybody what you got coming up.
So I
You
got
talk
my
about the single.
EP that's well, I currently have a single that's Highlight Girl that's out, that's doing very well. It's actually playing on digital radio. I'm in the top 100 on the digital radio charts.
Congrats.
It's actually at almost 1 million streams over all platforms. So that's pretty big. I got when the Smoke Clears is out too, of course. We're gonna be shooting the video to that one, along with the video to Highlight Girl. You know, despite COVID-19 and having to be at home all the time, like we still find time to get everything done.
I love that.
That's what I have right now. And then my EP is coming soon. We're pushing for the end of this upcoming month. So I'm ready for it, man.
I love it, man.
Your
Thank you
favorite
so
fam
much.
is on there, so
I love it. Thank you for being on and for sharing your gift with the world. You and Nika did an amazing job today, so I appreciate you.
No, she did an amazing job. Beautiful voice. If she's on here, wow. Yeah.
I know, right? It's good to
Beautiful
meet good people.
Yes. Definitely.
Yes, brother. So have a beautiful day and you have a great night. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to reading that book too.
I'll make sure you get one too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. My pleasure, brother. Peace.
All right.
Thank y'all so much. Look, before we head out, before I end this off, I want to make sure that I leave you with something special just from me, because for those of you who took the time out to be a part of this, you may see me looking down, by the way. I'm the producer for this. It's a little fun thing I like to do. But look, it's so important that you find love within. You know, the whole point of successful love, even though it's centered on other things like relationships and dating and marriage, the truth is that underlying all of that, the first phase of love, singleness, is what we're all born into. And that's why you are probably single on purpose when you first come out. That's the main reason God had you do that, is because you have to learn how to love yourself before anything else. It is primarily the foundational thing that will make or break every other phase of love that is ahead of you. So I promise you, how good you are single will determine how good you are in every other phase of love. Your marriage will never be any better than how you love yourself. Your divorce won't even be good. The way you split up won't be good if neither one of you really loves yourselves. Here's the truth. Simple truth here is that love is still the greatest power. There will never be anything greater than love. Money will not be a substitute for love. Sex is not a substitute for love. I promise you, power is not a substitute for love. When you find love, when you learn to love yourself, everything else attracts to you. In fact, the law of attraction should really just be called the law of love. And if you can learn to love yourself, everything that is meant to come to you comes to you, because love is a river. It flows things directly into your life. I pray today that you get all the love that you deserve. And I'm telling you right now that it starts by looking in the mirror and realizing that you are worth it. Look, it's easy to love something when it's brand new and shiny. It's easy to love the new car. It's easy to love the new job. It's easy to love the new relationship, the new bae, the new boo. But honestly, you know it's real love, not when it's new, not when it's shiny, not when it's undamaged or unblemished. You know you love it when it's beat up and scarred. You know you love it when it has gone through some things and it's a little battered. You know, it's that old college sweatshirt that has stains that will never come out, but you love it because you have the memories of it. It's that thing that you just can't let go of because what it means to you is a part of you. That's love. And I want you to get like this with yourself, where you can look in the mirror and say, I know I'm not perfect. I know I've got flaws. I know I've got scars. I got a literal scar right here from being stupid. I've got scars and flaws. But the reality is that they make me better. That's right. Your baggage is your blessing. The things you've been through, the things you've experienced, the things you encountered are not liabilities. They are blessings. So cherish every flaw, cherish every scar, cherish the setbacks in your life, cherish the setbacks in your relationship. Because if you can keep moving, if you can keep pushing ahead, you will see more and more of how much you're loved and how much strength you really have within. I love you. I know that you want to be loved, and I know you want to love. So get this book, share it with somebody, and let's have some successful love. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you to every guest. I don't want to call names because I might forget somebody, and I'll be upset with myself. But I thank everybody. Actually, I'll go ahead because I know everybody. April, Cindy, I thank you. Thank you so much to Jamar, to Dr. Felicia, to Leslie at Tops PR, to Quentin, to NICA, and to my good brother, Q. Thank you so much, all of you, for being a part of the show and making this a reality. And thank you to my partner for allowing me this time to do this and make him crazy. So love y'all. Go get the book. It will be on Amazon this week. If you want to wait till it's on Amazon, that's fine, because we're going #1. And if y'all want to wait till then, let's do it. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Have a beautiful night. Go be loved extraordinarily. All right. See you soon. Peace and blessings.